So there's 8 and they're all ladies. That's the Rhode Island Red. Aren't they pretty? And they've inherited the coop beside the house, which I turned and added some features. So now we have 4 flocks, basically. They've been free-ranging for a few weeks now. They finally made their way over to the pine tree, which is a favorite, and they'll go in and out of that all day. Then we have 5 chickens that Dora, the main hen, the alpha hen, laid, or sat on, well, she raised. 3 of those were from the incubator, and 2 of them she sat on all summer. But they were all born at the same time, so I slipped the 3 from the incubator under her, and she accepted them and raised them. And it was adorable to watch them follow her around. She had them out roaming on day 2. Taught them how to get in and out of the coop. It was hilarious and endearing. Unfortunately, 4 of those turned out to be roosters. Here, I'll show you my garden. Well, a set of incubated chickens that we hatched. There were 3 of those. We called them the Bobs. There's a video about that. Well, 2 of those turned out to be roosters, and only 1 was a hen. So all that. And although they share the same space, they're now up in a barn. I'm going to take you up there. They're not integrated necessarily. They sort of stay in their little pack, and the older ones don't like the younger ones. And those are 2 roosters. Uh-oh. There's a 3rd one. Somebody got out. Uh-oh. Alright, I'll have to take care of that. It's only supposed to be 2 roosters out. Let's go see what happened up here. No, roosters didn't get out. That was Dum Dum. And the 2 roosters. So here's their inside the barn coop. This is where all the roosters have been living. There's 7 of them. And this is the hen house. So they have a little heater, which they really like. And places to, somebody's on the nest now. Places to nest, but they only like these 2. They like that box and they like the red box. But after a while they'll change their mind and nobody will want to sit in those. Weird. So I have sand, a lot of sand, but they kick it out of the way. I got to clean. This is the white bob. Snow White, I call her. She was in the 2nd set. And then the other white hen is somewhere. She was in this last set. Anyway, the point of this is to share my dilemma about roosters. What to do with so many roosters. They eat an enormous amount of food, particularly these 3. These are the older, but they're huge. They're like turkeys. But the other ones are getting big too. And they'll go through 40 pounds of food in 2 weeks by themselves. And then the hens are light as a feather because they don't get much. So I separated them. Oh, well, the other issue was they were hopping on poor Dum Dum, all of them, sometimes at the same time. And her back was raw and the skin was actually broken and you could see inside under her skin. Ugh. So that's when I caged them up. And I'd let 1 or 2 out at a time. Today there's 2 out. And there's the 2 that we're going to keep. Didn't go very far, did it? And so that's the subject. What to do with the roosters. I thought of many things. One was just keeping them, and we got 8 more hens, but I'd need 60 hens to satisfy 7 roosters. Then if they had, babies this spring and they have more roosters, so I've decided to gird up my loins. I don't know if that's the right expression for this case, but I'm going to kill these roosters tomorrow. Today I have to prep the area and get some supplies together. I bought a few things. But today is their last day. So they don't get any, they're being restricted to just a smaller cage today because there's food laying around out here. And they get water, and that's all today. And then one by one, I'll string them up and figure out how to kill them. Well, okay, I've been watching videos, and I have some idea. I've never done it. I'm going to film it just to show whether or not somebody with no prior knowledge is able to do this. And I'll be doing it on my own because Teresa's not going to have anything to do with it. Once I made the decision to go through with this, it just felt right. It just makes sense. If you're going to be self-sufficient, you're going to have to learn how to cull your own food. And so I'll let you know how it goes.